on in there. Okay. All right. So who still want to be the same type of person? If you want to be the same, drop a yes. If you don't want to be the same, drop a no. If you want to be the same person year after year, all right, drop a yes. But if you would love to change, I don't mess that up, but y'all get what I'm saying. All right, we do not want to be the same. All right, no, 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 no. We do not want to be the same. Okay, there is a lot of chat. Okay, so what I want y'all to understand is this: we have to evolve. All right, that 12-year-old you ain't qualified to be a millionaire right now. All right, that 20-year-old you might not be qualified to be a millionaire because there's certain habits that you have to take on. There's a certain type of person that you have to become. So I've been talking about it all day today, different calls. I've been doing 3-way calls. I've been doing presentations today, sharing the plan, sharing this information, because you got to understand what we do here is to impact lives. But you want to make sure that you don't forget about yourself. What type of impact do you want into your own life? What type of impact, right? How much money do you want to make? And when you think about that amount of money, don't only think about yourself, right? I want to make $10 million a month. That's the first benchmark is $1 million. The second is 10. And I know when I hit 10, it's probably going to jump to 100 million. Because what? I'm not only thinking about myself, right? But I do understand my role. I understand my faith. Do you understand your faith? Do you understand when you can connect with your faith, when you can connect with your level of belief, what you're capable of? People have to believe through you. So they may say, you might have a cousin, a mom, a dad who says, you know what, I'm too old right now. I don't have the time. And they give up all these excuses, but you understand no matter how much time you have, no matter how much you have on your schedule, how much you have on your plate, there's a power within you that surpasses all of that. Right? So you may be the person, you may be the hero for your family. Somebody drop hero in the comments for me. You may be the hero. Your family and friends might right now, they may have to be the people that need being saving. Woo! Come on, B. All right. The people around you may need saving. So you may be the person to step and say, I am the hero for my family, until they become their own hero. Right? But do you want that role? Do you want that responsibility? Do you want that fame on you? That ain't talking about worldly fame. Do you want to be the person when people do start to see you rise up and take flight and you put on your cape and you become that hero? Are you going to be okay when somebody in your family gets jealous? Remind you, on your end, you're doing it for them. But on their end, they may be jealous. Do you still want to be that hero when they hate on you? Do you still want to be that hero when they ask you for money and they don't want to learn? Do you still want to be that hero when they give out excuses every single day? You got to understand the role of being a hero. You got to understand the role of being a hero. And a hero understands their abilities. A hero understands that everybody is not going to like them. A hero doesn't mind standing out. A hero doesn't mind going against the masses because it sees that everybody's doing the same. I mean, the masses is almost like a robot. Everybody looking like robots, doing the same thing every single day. That's not what you were born to do. You were born to create. Somebody drop create in the chat box for me. You were born to create, right? So do you want to be a person who submits oh, Jesus. Do you want to be a person who submits to previous creation? Or do you want to be a person who omits previous creation? What am I saying? Everything that has been created already is old. So do you want the version of you, the new version of you, to continuously to submit to old ways? Yes or no? Do you want to continuously keep submitting to old ways? Because that's what everybody keeps doing and expecting new results. Right? Man, I want to get me an iPhone 3. I didn't make them no more. I want to get me an iPhone 3. Why do you keep going back? Right? And I want to make sure y'all understand there is nothing wrong with school. I know everybody realized the importance of school last year because some of y'all want to throw them kids outside. But there's nothing wrong with school. School teaches you how to be social. School teaches you how to have a learning mindset. School teaches you how to get along with other people. It teaches you how to be coachable and teachable. There are different pros that come along with going to school. What I have also realized, let me tell y'all what the school does. It does exactly what I told you. It continues to submit to old ways. There should be financial literacy and personal development in the school system plenty of years ago. Right? But it's still old. So you know what I have to do? I have to teach my 4-year-old nephew how to be new in an old system. I have to teach him how to be new wine in old skins. Ooh, come on. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that's some scripture right there. All right? I have to teach him how to be new wine in old skins. So you got to ask yourself on tonight, who do you want to become? All my heroes on the line tonight. You joined this opportunity because you are a hero first for yourself. Look at you. You may not have had the money to start. You may not even have the time. You feel like you didn't have the time. But you know what you had? You had faith. You had ambition. You had drive. You had a persevering spirit. You said, I'm going to make this thing work. Right? But the question on tonight, do you want to be that hero? A hero is someone who is admired. They are idolized for courage. Guys, when you're watching Kobe Bryant, when you're watching, when you guys were watching Tom Brady, you watching all these amazing athletes, right? Celebrities, it doesn't matter. You're watching people who have achieved massive success, not because of the reward. You're watching them because of their work ethic. That's what you watch. That's why we celebrate people. That's why we have admiration. People don't admire me just because I teach Daddy and Kiki. They admire the fact that I'm still here. They admire my longevity, my persevering faith. Right? My courage. And if y'all don't know my story, by the way, I didn't have the money to join IM. I was broke as a joke. All right? I had a plan. Y'all know what my plan was? I got money in the bank, but that money is already compensated for because I'm supposed to pay these bills. These bills supposed to pull that money out of my account, but I had a brilliant idea. Bump the bills. I'm going to get an overdraft on purpose. That was my plan. That's how low I was. That's how broke I was. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I had to gamble having lights versus I had to choose between having lights and gas. I had to choose between having an old life versus opportunity. I didn't know about IM. I didn't know nothing about that. I said, I'm going to take a leap of faith. So instead of reliving the same situation over and over again, I said, well, hell, if I don't pay this $195, then guess what I'm going to be? Back, I'm going to be 30 days out, still not having $195 because I didn't change. I didn't become my own hero. Somebody drop hero in the comments. I don't know where you're from. I don't know your background, but I didn't have $195. So I got an overdraft on purpose and joined this opportunity. I chose lights over darkness. Woo! I chose lights over darkness. What was the light? Successful people, mindset, wealth, education, knowledge, right? Proof. That was the light. What was the darkness? The lights getting cut off, not having the money, gambling between, do I want to do opportunity or do I just want to not eat for 30 days? So many people get so used to living in the darkness, they forget what the light looks like. You can't get comfortable living in the dark, ladies and gentlemen. And darkness doesn't literally mean it's dark outside. You're so comfortable being broke, you forgot what living is. You're so comfortable living check to check, you forgot what having money feels like. You haven't had a new experience in so long. That's why I tell y'all, when y'all share this opportunity and somebody, they're so conditioned, right? Oh, no, I don't need to go on no vacation. I'm good. I just go up the street. They don't know no more. That's when it's real sad. That's when you need to start praying. Because we were put on this earth to create, have a vision. When people start to be anti-visionaries, you got a problem. When people become anti-visionaries, you got a problem. Oh, I don't really want to make no more money. I don't really want to travel. I don't really want to pursue my goals. I'm really good where I'm at. I mean, this job is cool. They pay me enough to make it by. So something is off. They got used to living in darkness. The worst part about it is that they got so used to living in the darkness that they figured out how to walk in the dark. They figured out how to cook in the dark. They figured out how to take a shower in the dark. They figured out how to do everything in the dark. But yet God gave them eyes to see. Imagine having sight. How dare you actually have visual sight and you choose to see the dark? The amount of disrespect to a person who actually is blind, who wish they could see. But you have the audacity to walk around here with blind sight. You have the power to create. You have the power to be your own hero, right? But you choose to be your own kryptonite. Heroes have outstanding achievements. Kobe Bryant, Tom Brady. When you look at these people, you're looking at their work ethic, but most of all, you're looking at how long they keep working. Somebody drop keep, K-E-E-P. You keep looking at how long they're working, right? Noble qualities. The question on tonight is, again, how long are you going to keep? Because keep means to retain possession of. A lot of people join these opportunities and they don't have a keep type of faith, right? They're like part-timers. They're on call, right? In the pursuit to wealth family, you can't be somebody that's on call. You can't be somebody that clocks in part-time. You got to be full-time, 24/7, right? If you want it to work. I just told people, I said, listen, do you want to be a hare or do you want to be a rabbit? Because December 31st, 21, I'm a hare. Why? Because rabbits, they jump again. They may jump forward. They may leap forward. They may catch some speed up on you. They may blow you out of the wind sometimes. But they have to take breaks. They got to take breaks. They got to rest. They got to recoup. They got to reset. Right? So what a rabbit does is they allow their leap to go to their head. And then sometimes they get comfortable. Sometimes they go into the dark a little bit because they got comfortable with the amount of success that they had. Too many of y'all treat this opportunity like rabbits. You want overnight success. You want a quick get rich scheme. Even though we tell you 50 million times you got to compound your account, you still think because you had a big day that it's time to retire. You think because you had a big day that you're on track for success. No, you're just a rabbit. And so while you're hopping back and forth from a blown account to a high account, back to a blown account to a high account, back to focusing on business, like focusing on the wrong things, you only praise when there's a jump. But guess what I'm doing? I'm praising every single day because I understand the power of slow, steady progress. Right? We both started at mark number 1. You jumped over to 10. It's taking me 2 days to get to 10. But when I reach day 2, you back at day 1. You back at mark 1. You got to choose who you want to be. So do you want to be a rabbit or do you want to be a hare? Somebody drop it in the chat box. This is not the time. Let me ask y'all a question. Can you afford to waste time? Yes or no in the comments. Can you afford to waste time? Can you afford to be disobedient? Can you afford to be greedy? Can you afford to over leverage? I don't care how much money you got, nobody can afford it, because time is something we cannot get back. Right? Time is something we cannot get back. So I need everybody to get out of the rabbit mentality. You have to be consistent, steady, right? When you look at your vision for yourself, those goals that you have, you gotta look at your goals every day, by the way, because it's easy to get comfortable in the dark. Okay? You got to look at your goals. The goals are your light. You got to keep being reminded, okay, this is really what I want to do. I had to remind myself on Sunday about my music. I say that I gotta stay in tune. No pun intended. I gotta stay on track. So let me ask y'all a question, and I want you to answer it to yourself. Why did you join Why did you join this opportunity? And maybe you're not a part of this opportunity. What is your why? What is the goals for yourself? If we gave you $1 million, of $10 million, $100 million, doesn't matter. If we dropped it in your lap right now, what are you doing with that money? Guess what? You can become a millionaire by being a hare. You can become a millionaire by being a hare. Day by day. All right? I was tired of being tired. Okay? But you got to make a decision, family, because we can't come out of this year still living in the dark. Okay? We can't come out of this year still living in the dark. We can't come out of this year still making decisions that was the old version of you. That's why it's so important for you to read books and study these audios, because you're wanting the old version of you to get these future blessings. And that person is not qualified. That person hasn't earned it. Why do you deserve what it is that you're praying for? Are you being slow and steady? Are you consistently doing what you're supposed to do every single day? Right? What are you doing? Some of y'all might want to be just a turtle. You might need to go crank it down another notch. The turtle versus the rabbit. All right? But you got to make a decision on tonight, family. So all of us being these heroes, all of us being these heroes, where my heroes at? Right? It's up to you. Okay? Matter of fact, let's slow it all the way down. Y'all need to be some turtles. Y'all drop some turtles emojis in the comments. Turtles, give me some turtles. Right? Because some people will make fun how slow a turtle. This is what y'all need to understand. When you got that turtle speed, somebody make fun of you. Somebody gonna look at him still, but look at him still moving slow. But I guarantee you, they hit trade number 15 before you did. Right? But guess what? The turtle may be moving slow and steady, but a turtle got a shell. They're protected. See, God will watch over you. God will protect you. God will cover you when you're honoring what he's doing in your life. He will cover you. You are protected when you respect what you're praying for. You are protected when you're slow and steady. You are protected when you're disciplined. You are protected from the greed, from the lack of discipline. You are protected from the darkness. Uh-oh, I'm about to give y'all something. Right? But you got to choose. You got to choose. Guess what also have darkness? A turtle. Guess what has darkness? But let me tell y'all the difference between this person living in darkness and a turtle. A turtle gets to choose when to rest. A turtle gets to, they are deciding that. Right? Right? They know when the break is necessary. They know when the rest is necessary. And guess what? While the turtle is still resting in the darkness, right, it's still protected. When the turtle is resting in the darkness, it's still protected. But the person who don't even realize they living in the darkness can't see. They don't know. They don't know. They just operate. That's their consciousness. They only see darkness. There is no light. At least the turtle can come out and see the light, but understand when it's time for me to rest, I am protected. So while that little rabbit jumping around looking goofy, right? I'm gonna let you go ahead and let me tell y'all this. See, when the turtle is resting, when the turtle takes a rest, sometimes it's resting to create a new plan. Sometimes it's resting to review the plan. Sometimes it's resting to make sure that it's being obedient. Sometimes it's resting to make sure things are on track. It's a rest area. It's a pit stop, right? But they see the journey ahead. They understand they got to isolate themselves away from the rabbits because the rabbits may be a distraction, right? The rabbits may be a distraction. But what are the rabbits doing? Jumping around, can't see. They may be jumping on top of the turtles, for all I know, tripping over the turtle, right? But if you respect where you're going, guys, that's why you got to keep your vision in front of you. This is so important. Imagine going inside your shell and you got your vision on the wall. Imagine going inside your shell and you got your vision on the wall. See, y'all thought the turtle was just going in there to sleep. Sometimes the turtle just going in there to see where it was going. Right? It was just resting. It was resting in its vision. It had the end in mind. It carried the vision with them no matter where they go. Right? But what that rabbit over there? Look at that rabbit looking like an Energizer bunny. Got to keep trying to get charged up. The battery always running out. But look at you, chilling in your shell, focusing on your vision, checking the plan, riding the vision, making it plain, making sure we on track, bringing that vision along with you. So when it's time to rest, you still see the vision. I just told y'all got to keep your vision in front of you because when sometimes you want to give up, you need to rest and look at your vision. Sometimes when you want to feel defeated, you need to rest and look at your vision. You need to master being a turtle. I hope y'all getting this on tonight. I hope y'all getting this on tonight. It's so simple. Success is only going to come from the person who can continually to compound their success. It's going to be the person who gets up and walk every single day. It's going to be the person who doesn't stop showing up. It's going to be the person who's willing to keep walking the race. He didn't say run and be exhausted. Walk by faith. He didn't say run to be exhausted. Walk by faith. And not by sight, like all of those people living in the darkness. Right? So you got to choose on tonight, family. And so as we continue to work towards that goal, as we continue to push towards December 31st, 2021, I need y'all to rest on tonight. I need you to look back, lean back, and look up at your vision. Somebody say, look up. We inside our shells on tonight. I need you to look up at your vision and I need you to remind yourself where you're going because we can't afford to waste time. We can't afford to blow accounts. We can't afford to be scared to call somebody of impact. What is that? You got to understand. You know what's so beautiful? You know what's so beautiful is that you bring some more turtles along with you. Right? You bring some more turtles along with you. Hook up. Right? Y'all heard that what's his name? I don't remember his name right now. Tye Tribbett on his album. They say look up. Right? That's what y'all gotta do. So keep the vision in front of you. Because when we reach the end of this year, family, I'm gonna know who the rabbit is. I'm gonna know who the rabbit is. Because remember, the rabbits jump ahead, but the rabbits gotta take breaks. The rabbits get distracted. The rabbits get ran over. Right? The rabbits lose stamina. They get exhausted. They want to go focus on this for a while. I'll come back. What do you mean? And that's not to offend nobody on this call, but I don't understand what I'll come back means. We had a person and a friend of the family who got out of his house, got into the car to get ready to go to work, and a tree fell on him in the driveway and killed him instantly. This was today. It was on the news. You want to come back to opportunity. Opportunity don't come back. You got to take advantage of it while it's here. So while you're sitting around talking about, I want to try again later, I'm going to come back. I don't know it's for me. I don't know if I can make it. It works. You're just not allowing it to work. Yet along, I got a friend that just goes outside and loses his life right away. You sit here gambling your life. You gambling opportunity. Guess what I didn't do? I didn't gamble staying in darkness. I didn't gamble. That was a no-brainer. But so many people don't even they don't even think about having an option. They don't even weigh it on a scale. They be like, nope, I want to stay over here. And it's a sad situation because they don't see it. They've been so dark for so long. They've been dark for so long. They can't see the shapes of reality. They can't see opportunity. They can't see what newness look like. They don't see it no more. You ever heard somebody say opportunity fell on deaf ears? Imagine a vision falling on deaf eyes. Whew! Jesus Christ. Opportunity falls on deaf ears, but imagine vision falling on deaf eyes. Blind eyes. That's the worst thing in the world. Right? Turtle. Somebody drop a turtle in the chat box for me again. So are we going to be slow and steady? Are we going to understand that we are protected? Are we going to understand that we're going to grow our accounts? We're going to compound our accounts. Do we understand that we're going to read these books? We're going to listen to the audios. We're going to rest some days. We're going to look at our vision. Do we understand that we're going to be reminded? Do we understand? Here we go, because this is for somebody. You started at mark number 1, mile number 1. Let's say you started at mile number 1. But this is what I need y'all to understand. As a turtle, when that rabbit jumps up to mile number 10, guess what happens when the rabbit burns out and takes a break? You'll be at mile number 20. It might have taken you a couple of days later, but you still was progressing. But this is what happens to a lot of people. They get so caught up in seeing that their rabbit had a $10,000 day. They get so caught up in seeing that their rabbit hit platinum 1,000 that they start to lose sight of their own vision. They start to lose focus. They start to derail off of the path. We're on the same plane. We're on the same map. We're on the same highway. You cannot swerve in and out of lanes just because you saw that rabbit have a good profitable day. See, the rabbit is excited about instant gratification. Instant gratification don't last. That's microwave success. Rabbits love microwave success. Turtles love long-term wealth. They love generational wealth. Put a rabbit in the microwave and see what happened to it. I'll just make sure y'all paying attention. All right, please don't do that. No folks at home do it. Okay. All right. But guys, this is for you. This is for you. You chose to be the hero on tonight. Okay? You chose to change the trajectory of your life. You wouldn't join if you didn't want something different. And you have to understand how important it is to take this so serious, because there are no other opportunities that allow you to become wealthy this soon. To become a 6-7 figure liquid. I ain't talking about making 6 figures a year. That ain't a lot of money, right? It's not. I've made it. It's not a lot of money at all, because you're really only spending 25% of it. Okay. So to really save up 100,000, 500,000, it takes a turtle. Give yourself 12, 24. I'm not going nowhere. I've been here since 2017 and I've learned so much. I didn't graduate too soon. This class right here is infinite for me, because there are other turtles who graduated. There are other turtles who reached the finish line. And you know what those turtles did? They left behind success. They left behind the tools. They left behind the resources. They told me what it is that I needed to do. So as I'm going through my journey, as I'm crossing every single mile, as I'm going by mile, by mile, by mile, guess what I do? I pick up a book that they left behind. Guess what I do? I pick up a clue that they left behind. I pick up a mindset call that they left behind. I pick up the success trail so I can trail success. But you know what rabbits do? They don't go through phase 2. Rabbits, they try to jump ahead and put the horse in front of the wagon and wonder why nothing is working out. And all they do is keep going through a cycle. They keep going through a cycle. You saw that the rabbit jumped over to mile 20 while you were sitting at mile 3. But then by the time you got to mile 20, it got back down to mile number 1. Jesus Christ. How many of y'all tired of going back to mile number 1? Who's tired of going back? Everybody should be tired, because I used to be that person. I got tired of going back to mile number 1. What am I doing wrong? I wasn't going slow and steady. I was looking for that fast money. I was looking for that quick money. Because I confused big money for fast money. Just because you took 10 cents to $1,000 don't mean it's time to quit. No, you had a good day, good. Skip ahead of your compound plan, but you stick to the plan. We have mindset calls. We got 7-figure traders. We got 9-figure mentors. What are we doing wrong? We're not following the plan. We're trying to recreate it. We're trying to skip around. I said to stop trading that. Why are you trading that? All right? Slow and steady. So again, now you don't reach mile number 30. Shout out to Miss Zipporah. She hit trade number 10 in her compound effect. So while Zipporah hit trade number 10, by the end of next week, she'll be at trade number 30, 40, or 50. And guess what? Somebody else that had $1,000 day, they're going to skip all the way to trade 100. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to go back to trade number 5. Because they want that rabbit kind of success. They get charged up and then they lose their battery. They keep. You got to stop wanting to live that type of sound. you got to stop wanting that type of sound over your life. All right. You heard from Shelly? Nah, girl, you know, some days she up and some days she down. What story do you want behind your life? I brought up Kobe and Tom Brady and so many people. Why? Because what mile are they on? What mile is Tom Brady on? They reached the pinnacle level. Guess what they did? They did what you did to get to mile 20, but they stayed sticking to the plan. They didn't waver. But they were granted, there may have been nights where those turtles had to go back into them shells, and then maybe they had to cry to themselves. Sometimes they had to pray to themselves. God says, you know, be still. That's why you need to go into your shell and be quiet. You need to be in your closet space. You need to call him. You need to be silent and protect it so you can hear him speak to you when you get discouraged, when you get tired, when you get exhausted. But if you remain slow and steady, baby, I promise you, by the end of this year, you're going to be the hero for your family. First, you got to be a hero for you. First, you got to discipline you. And so I need y'all to understand this, especially my IBOs. IBOs, do y'all understand when you reach a certain level of success and it's so admirable, it's so easy to share this information. It's so easy. People are only going to listen to you for so long because they're like, okay, you've been doing this for 2 years and you still looking the same. You still looking busted and disgusted. I'm sorry. My rabbit keep trying to share the plan. I've been trying to make him a turtle, but they're not listening. So if you remain a turtle, you got to keep leveraging. If you remain a rabbit, you got to keep leveraging turtles. Right? You need to become a turtle. We shouldn't be by the end of the year. You ain't reached a certain trade in your account. You know why people want to follow a turtle? Because they saw you have the success. They saw your journey. They saw your growth. They saw your pain. They saw the lives that you laid to rest. They saw the hospitalizations that you visited. They saw when you were in your sick bed. They saw when you was crying and weeping. They saw it. So when you make it to the finish line, they can see that they're going to go through the same phase. See, let me tell y'all what the successful people do. They don't just leave behind the success clues. They leave behind the failure clues. They leave behind when they had an accident, when they were crying, when they lost a loved one. They're going to say, Brittany, in 2018, I want you to know I lost a loved one. You finna go through the same thing, but I'm going to show you how to get through it. I'm going to keep going slow and steady. Hey, B, I'm going to also show you when you make X amount of money that you're probably going to blow it because you're still hard-headed, but I'm going to show you how to keep going slow and steady because you're going to get here one day. See, the thing about successful people is they show you how to be successful, but they also show you how to be successful through your failures. They show you how to be successful through your pain. They show you how to be successful through your experiences and your challenges. But the question is, are you going to pick up the book and finally figure out how to run the play? You can't skip the book. You can't skip the 21 days of growth. You can't. We left behind. At this point, it ain't even clues. It's just a freaking manual. It's not, you don't have to figure anything out. I don't understand it. So when I'm passionate about, if I keep asking y'all what trade number you on, okay, you ain't ready for it yet. You don't want it. That's why the current you can't get 6 figures, because you don't deserve it yet. God is not about to bless you with something that you haven't become. How dare you ask me for $100,000, but I keep telling you to honor your risk management? How dare I keep asking me for 7 figures, but you don't tithe? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. You don't give back. You're not doing the simple things I'm asking you to do. Do you deserve what you're asking for? You keep playing with opportunity. You keep playing with blessings, but I'm trying to give you a lifestyle leap. You're treating a lifestyle leap like you're on the playground. This is not a joke, family. This is real life. Do you know how many people walking around you every single day don't know nothing about trading, don't know nothing about reading a book, don't know nothing about Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, right? Les Brown, Bob Proctor. They don't know nothing. And you sit here taking it as a joke. What are you willing to sacrifice? What price are you willing to pay so that 12, 31, 21 is the best year of your life? Stop acting immature in your, listen, stop taking this lightly, y'all, right? Stop taking this lightly. I get it. We blown accounts. Now, the reason I'm so obsessed with it and talk about it so much because I didn't have nobody to tell me. So stop losing money when you don't have to. You told me your goals. You told me what you wanted to do. Why do you keep messing it up? Stop living a rabbit lifestyle. Right? Stop having a rabbit mentality. Yes, it may be boring sometimes. Yes, it may feel mundane sometimes. But guess what is also boring and mundane? Working for somebody and clocking in when you don't want to. Guess what's boring and mundane? Going to a job that's never going to give you a pay raise. Guess what's boring and mundane? Going to a place that underpays you. Guess what's boring and mundane? Being tired from working 10 hours a day. Guess what I do when I work 10 hours a day? I get a pay raise. Guess what I do when I work 10 hours a day? I impact lives. I go to bed with so much peace and gratitude because I had a three-way today, and somebody told me what they wanted to do in their life. And guess what I had? I had the vehicle. But guess what happens when somebody come and work for a job and the job don't ask you what your goals are? The job don't ask you what your goals are. What happens when you want to live that life like a rabbit? You're going to keep diverting back to the place you don't want to be. Right? You keep trying to jump, trying to get charged up. That battery keep draining. So what begins to happen is you burn yourself out and you go back and settle for the very place you don't want to be because you didn't follow instruction. You didn't wait. You didn't faith it out. Faith requires waiting. And I wish the word waiting was almost non-existent. You just need to be still. Because sometimes people put a time on waiting. It didn't say wait for 30 days. It didn't say wait for 12 months. It said wait until you become qualified for whatever you're desiring, whatever you're praying for. How many of y'all see people get lump sums of money and they lose it all? They lose it all. I mean, quick too. They hit $1 million in January, and then by August, they broke. Guys, we are creating wealth in this opportunity. We're creating wealth in our lives, right? We got to take better care of ourselves physically. We got to take better care of ourselves financially. And just making money don't mean you know how to keep it, right? Learn about, you got to be so prepared for your blessing. You got to know where you're going to distribute your money. You got to know who's going to be helping you manage your money. You got to know what percentage of your money you can spend. Just because you're making $100,000 a month don't mean you're spending $100K. You're spending probably no more than 25 to 30K, maybe 50. Okay. You need to know how to invest. You got to know how to put that money. Do you understand? You are in a blessed opportunity. You are in a blessed vehicle. So stop playing with it. You follow that turtle mentality, slow, steady. It's going to be boring sometimes. You're not going to always be excited and fired up. You're probably going to get tired of hearing these calls. But that's when you say, let me rest. Let me come to the call tomorrow night. I'm going to rest. Let me revisit my vision. You got to always revisit your vision, family. Look at your life today. Look at who you are today, tonight. I want you to look at your house. I want you to look at your car. I want you to look at your bank account. And I want you to look at your family. I want you to look at your spouse, your children, your future children. I want you to look at your debt. And I want you to tell me, are you 100% satisfied with where you are? Yes or no in the comments. I don't know which area you may want to upgrade in, but are you completely satisfied with your life across the board? The career you're doing, the long hours that you're putting in, right? The long hours that you're putting in, you got to make a decision. Absolutely. You got to make a decision. So what we do is now we look at all those areas and we say, okay, this is the newness I want in my life. Let me cast the vision for my area in my life. Okay, financially, be Burrell, $10 million a month. Okay, health, 160 pounds, boom, chill out on the bread. You know what I'm saying? Residual income, chairman 10, chairman 50, chairman 100, just infinity. You got to know those goals, personal goals, master music, composing, production, boom. And so you see those areas. Where do you want to live? The Icon in Miami, right? $7,000 a month. I know those things. $7,000 a month, not including HOAs. That's where I want to live. I've seen it. I'm going to go see it when I go out of town in 2 weeks. I'm going to go touch it. All right? But remember, one main thing, and I don't think a lot of people know this, you got to go experience those things that you want. You may love the house, and it might have been the house you first started in, but I challenge you to go drive down the street and go sit in the driveway of your future house. I challenge you to go around your neighborhood, go fly to, maybe the place I want to stay ain't here. It's not in Atlanta, Georgia. The only way I stay in Atlanta is I just have my family. I'll chime in. I might just fly into their house and just stay with them. I like views. Okay. I like better energy. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch a flight and I'm going to go touch the Icon. But you may not have, maybe you're not in a position to do that. I dare you to go get on YouTube and look at that thing. Get on YouTube and watch the videos. Get on YouTube, go to Google Images, pull up the images. Because what too many of us do, we get too comfortable looking at the darkness. We never saw our vision, and that's why we stay in the dark. If you're not constantly reminded of where you want to go, you're going to stay where you are. Maybe you want to start a nonprofit. Maybe you want to do something with homelessness. Maybe you want to start a charity. Maybe you want to start a business. I don't know what it is, but all I know is I ain't seen you talk about it. I haven't seen it on your walls. Right? I love sharing my vision wall. Let me show y'all my vision wall. I love sharing this thing. Let me show y'all my vision wall. Look at this. I love sharing my wall because I see it all the time. This is just a portion of what I see. Right? I want me a game room, first class flights. I want my boat. I don't want y'all to call me and bother me. All right. I want my house that look like you're not qualified to be there. All right. Mykonos, Santorini. I can't even say it right. That don't matter. I got the money to be there. All right. These are my investments. E-Trade. Y'all, I put this on my wall back in November. E-Trade is bumping. XRP is bumping. Ethereum is bumping. I need to add Cardano over all of it. I ain't got Cardano on here. My keyboards. Right? Y'all have to understand. You got to see the vision. My rolling. My day. Okay? Y'all know I'm a Lexus fan. That's all I drive. Chairman. It's my chairman flyer. Right? Because I see it all the time. And then these are my personal goals. All right? These are my personal goals. So y'all have to understand. Ha! Ha, ha, ha. Right? Oh, okay. Just make sure. Oh, I see it all the time. Right? So y'all have to understand, if you're not seeing it, you're going to stay where you are. So what type of, are you going to be the hero? The hero first begins within you. All right? The hero first begins within you. And then you become a hero for everybody else. Because guess what? Kobe Bryant is a hero for so many people. It was the slow and steady, consistent faith. So when Kobe made it to a certain place, do you know how many people wanted to become turtles? Do you know how many people wanted to become turtles? When Brady, listen, I love Tom Brady. People can't stand him. Why are you hating on somebody who's done something that's never been done before? I admire somebody who's relentless, who's persevering. But he went to a whole nother team and took them to the Super Bowl and won. And won. I said, oh my God, I want to have that type of work ethic. Are you sitting there telling me, I don't want to be like Tom Brady. He always winning. That is the most thing you can say. I'm gonna skip the word. Why would you not say out that's for me? Why would you not say that's for me? That's for me too. I want Tom Brady's work ethic. I want his focus. He didn't go the first mile. He don't win. How many times he done been to the Super Bowl? How many times has he won? So you're saying you don't want that type of success. You don't focus on the reward, family. You focus on the habits. That's the secret. The secret is, can you out consistent me? That ain't proper language. I don't care. Can you out consistent me? I'm not going to say, can you be more consistent than me? No. Can you out consistent me? Right? Emily, can you be more consistent than me? Nadia, can you be more consistent than me? Jackie, Brianna, V, Ja, can you be more consistent than me? I'm going to make it to the finish line. Why? Because I keep doing it. Every time I make it to the finish line, I create a whole new one. I made it to the P150 finish line. I made it to the Platinum 1000 finish line. I made it to the P2000 finish line. I made it to the Platinum 5000 finish line. I was P2000 January to December of 2019. I D-ranked in December of 20. Oh, I didn't even say that word. I had a business cycle in December of 20. I went to a Platinum 1000. The back office said Platinum 1000 going into 2020. When I went to London, I was a Platinum 1000 in the back office. When I decided to become a turtle was March 8th of 2020. When I decided to become a turtle again, March 8th of 2020. In 90 days, I hit Platinum 5000. Y'all didn't hear me. P2000 hit on March 8th. March, April, May, June, July, 4 months later, almost 90 days. A little bit over 90 days later, I hit Platinum 5000. So for my people on the line, I don't care what you are today. In 90 days or so, I hit Platinum 5000. So here we are again. It has to happen. The finish line is chairman. It has to happen because I'm picking up the clues along the way. I'm enduring. It's just an endurance test. God is saying, will they endure to the end? The thing is, though, you cannot define you cannot put a timeline on the end. Listen, my goal is to be chairman 10 by May 31st, which is my birthday. But May 31st isn't what I call the finish line. The finish line is when chairman 10 actually hits. So you got to stop when you put that chalk on the ground. You got to stop marking up when you think things are supposed to happen. You need to just lay down and look at that vision. That's all you have to do. Remove time. It'll bring you so much peace. That's all you got to do. If you remove the timeline, it would give you so much peace. And it almost seems like it happens faster when you don't even think about it, honestly. Right? It's just I'm like a little birthday girl. I love to be checked. But guess what? I'm still slow and steady going to the finish line. And when I pull that flag out of the ground and I celebrate because it got Chairman 10 on the flag, and when I pull this flag out of the ground because it got 7 figures in this training account, and when I pull this flag out of the ground because I completed 445 trades here and 385 trades here, and learn how to read. When I start pulling all these flags out of the ground because I am continuously slow and steady, I better not look back at you and you went back to mile number 1. Dang, how did she do it? We did the same thing. We're doing the same work ethic. We have the same ability. We're on the same highway. But you keep looking in the review. You keep doing them doggone rabbit leaps. I'm about to cut your legs off. You tripping. Okay? So let's stop tripping. Let's take this serious. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. When I share this thing, I'm heart attack serious. I don't want just anybody coming in here. If you're not going to be a turtle, don't sign up. I don't want you to sign up because you're going to waste my time and you're going to waste your time. And we don't have time to waste. If you're going to waste it, go sit on the couch and watch TV. Be my guest. But I'm here to help a lot of people make it to the finish line with me. If you want to make it to the finish line with me, drop some flags in the comment. You can. I want you get there before me. I need to see you. I need to see my heroes. I need to see you win so I know I can win. That's why we celebrate other people. We celebrate other people's success because you know now you can win because you're following the same blueprint. Right? Y'all give me some checker flags. Copy and paste the checker flag, right? When you see somebody else has success, you need to understand they made it to the finish line. And that's proof for you to continue to follow that journey. Because all you got to do is follow exactly what they did. If they're doing social media, you do the social media. If they're studying 2 hours a day, you need to figure out how to study 2 hours a day. If they're focusing on whoever, you need to focus. It's just just focus. All right? Y'all ever heard of a con artist pretending to be somebody else? Or whatever they be doing, conning people out of their money? You need to be like pretend whoever that person is and emulate them. Do everything that they're doing. It's so simple. You can't shortcut success and you can't rearrange them. You can't avoid doing certain things because you want to be comfortable. Success is not always comfortable because the old you is trying to create wealth. So the old you is not qualified for this opportunity. You got to rebuild. You got to become somebody new. You got to shed who you used to be. Okay? You got to shed that old skin. All right? So it's turtle season. It's turtle season. All right. So are we ready to really build wealth, family? Yes or no? In the comments. Are we really ready? Are we really going to take this thing seriously? Are we going to stop playing around? All right. Just focus on one. Just have tunnel vision. Don't jump all over the place. Find your lane and stay in it. You may not love DeLorean, but you love steady. You better steady. Listen, slow and steady. Right? You may not like harmonic scanner. You may like swipe trades. Swipe trades your life away. Just focus somewhere and get there and stop trying to jump the system. Stop trying to jump wealth. The Bible says in Proverbs, those who are greedy will bring ruin to their house. That alone was enough for me. Those who are greedy will bring ruin to their house. Write that down. Whether you believe in the word or not, it's proven. Right? When you bring a ruin to your house, you keep going back to the start line. Okay? So let's get it, family. It's our season. It's our time. Let's win. Okay? Slow and steady. Compounding. Compounding your effort. Compounding your financial gains. Whatever it is. Guess what? When you brush them teeth every day, you compounding that. All right? Keep compounding your effort. And write it out. What is the plan of action? What time are you waking up? What time are you executing these things? Have a plan of action to execute. Don't worry about the dates. Just execute every day. Execute. One of my friends, Cord was probably like 400 pounds. And slow and steady. Every week he had this little weight loss juice. He'd drink it every week. He worked out 3 times a week. He changed his diet just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Slow and steady. Cord was probably 3.5 times bigger than me. Cord is now smaller than me. He made me feel like I'm too big. Okay. But he was just slow. He said, "B, I ain't do nothing special. I'm just slow. Consistently every single week." Compound small, smart choices over time creates a magnificent result. All right. I love y'all. Let's get it. December 31st, 21. I'm going to see who went back to the start line. And let me tell y'all this. People hate when I say this. Everybody on this call ain't going to make it to the end of the year. Some of y'all going to be gone in 30 days. And some of y'all going to be gone in 90 days. But when you do be gone, you better be resting. Don't be in the dark. Don't be in that rabbit darkness. Okay? Fight for your success. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be temptations. And the old you is going to try to override you. You're going to be doing good. You're going to be in your bag. You're going to be consistently reading. And something is going to tempt you. Something is going to tempt you. We got to beat those temptations. And a lot of times it's going to be the old you. Don't study tonight. Go on over there and watch Netflix. Right? Go ahead and over leverage that account. You've been winning all month. Right? It's okay that you about to lose the house. Take a break from trading. It's okay that you about to lose that job. Take a break from trading. Right? You lost a loved one. Take a break. Don't take no break. We don't have time to waste. Slow and steady. Breaks don't change the pain. Breaks don't heal the pain. They don't. Time does. So you best to keep moving while the time is moving. Don't take no break. Okay? Life is not about to punk me out of my success. I'm going to let y'all know that now. I done been through a life. At this point, I know I'm the undefeated. I'm undefeated. Life ain't finna punk me out of my success. I don't care what's going on. The worst things are happening around us. Horrible things that's happened. I'm not going to be punked out of my success. Because you can't make it out of this alive anyway. Let's get it. May. 12/31/21. All right. 12/31/21. Make it to the finish line. And understand there's different flags that you can pull out of that ground on the way to 12/31/21. All right. Multiple flags, multiple celebrations, multiple rings. It's time for y'all to win this. All right. I love y'all. Let's get it. What's the hashtag for tonight? What are we hashtagging? We got get in your shell. What y'all got? Turtle shell success. No breaks. I like no breaks. Slow and steady. No breaks. Everybody's saying something different. Y'all take a vote. Protected in darkness. Ooh. Ooh. Well, you know what? I'm going to let y'all choose what y'all want tonight. All right. So y'all tag me on Instagram. Tag me in a team chat. Whatever hashtag is on your heart tonight, just tag me in it because I'm going to get ready and celebrate as well. But I love y'all. I mean this from the bottom of my heart, y'all. Let's get this. All right. I want to see everybody win. I want to celebrate your success. And I want to see some heroes. All right. Somebody cue Mariah Carey. Y'all have a good night.